Yeah, quite a bit. Offensively, I think he was advanced when he first started, and nobody kind of knew what he could do. He was posting up and scoring pretty easily. He was playing at the high post, and teams are now, have adjusted a little bit to him, and he's on their scouting report, and he's had to make adjustments as far as slowing down a little bit, reading where double teams are coming from. He wasn't seeing double teams early in the season. Now he's seeing a good amount of them. So as far as his playmaking ability, he still has that. It's very uh, advantageous for us to have him at the top of the floor or at the elbow. But I would say the reading of the defense is something that has progressed for him because the defense is more attentive to him than they were earlier.
I'm sure you're for him and Taylor, based on you participated also in.
Yeah, it was huge for all three guys for sure. For him to be recognized as one of the top rookies is special, and for all three guys, for them to be recognized by not just the fans or anybody it was the coaches who wanted them to be in those games. So they played well. They represented themselves in the Rockets well, and they are showing that we are excited about our future as a team.
You're coming out of the break, especially how you're going into it. How do you balance kind of the fact that you want to almost like say, okay, we're going to start playing versus like you feel like build up and get to that?
Yeah, it's more of getting a chance to reset as a group and taking it from here and learning from earlier in the season and learning from mistakes and learning from successes. But we do have an opportunity right now to kind of reset and re-energize and, get better at a few things, specifically on the defensive end.
And speaking of that, what are your lessons learned on strategy that you nice?
Yeah, I mean, the Magic are a young team like us, and we're very similar. And for us, our transition defense is going to be paramount. But the biggest part of our transition defense is usually our turnovers and making sure that we limit our turnovers. The turnovers were an issue in the first half of the season. We were 30th in the league in turnovers, and it's hard to play good transition defense when you're turning the ball over like that. So those are the two kind of main things as far as offense and defense, but they go together as far as taking care of the basketball on the offensive end, making sure we're making the correct plays, especially when we get down along the baseline and into the paint, but then getting back and making them more of a half-court team.
Not that turnovers are ever on any one side, but how much do you want Dennis to kind of take in that second unit and be able to guide them?
Yeah, I mean, he showed in the 3 games that he played that he has the ability to do that, to get guys in the right spots, make good decisions, find guys who are hot, that kind of thing. So, yeah, we just want that to continue as we progress.
I mean, there are any worries that he might start off a little bit slow. How do you
Yeah, it's hard to ensure that they'll come out with the right kind of energy, but we talked a lot about our approach, our thought process when we're walking into the building, our preparation, all of those things, so we can start the game off well. And if we do those things, then we should kind of have the requisite energy to play well and start the game off in a way that we would be successful. But like you said, it's the first game back from All-Star. There's probably a little rust. We tried our best to scrimmage and bang bang and run and do all the things to get that rust off, but you never know. game, their matchups, the opponents. How can I help my teammate play well tonight? How are they going to defend us? What are the things we walked through this morning? Those kind of things. And then making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do with the performance team so they can be ready once the game starts. So yeah, you can't just walk in. It's not like AAU where you don't even know who you're going to play and you're just going to walk in and play. There's got to be a thought process that goes into your opponent as well as you and how you can play well and help your teammates play well. Yeah, I mean, we'll see tonight, but I do think so. We don't want these 24 games to be just for naught, because we are playing the long game, obviously, and every game for us is important, whether it's game 1, 2, or game 58, 60, and 70. Every game is important as far as the growth of our group, the improvement of our group, and the experiences that they go through, and whether it's late game experiences or fighting back or trying to hold on to a lead. Every one of those experiences is important for our group. So yeah, the purpose part is a message that I'm going to continue to harp on, because when you have the record that we have, it would be easy to just be like, hey, we're not going to make the playoffs. We're looking towards next year. But no, we have 24 games that we have to play with purpose so we can build and grow. And so these young guys can finish on a high note instead of, the alternative.
All right. We have one question on Zoom. Jackson, go ahead, please.
Hey, Steven. Hope you had a good All-Star break.
Thank you.
You kind of touched on this a little bit in your last answer, but just, do you have any, maybe, individual goals for any of your guys, or maybe any team-wide goals for this last 1/3 of the season as you're approaching this final stretch?
Yeah, I do, but I'm not going to share those. We're going to keep those internal, but I've talked to a few individual guys and I've talked to the team about goals that we have for the last part of the season.